Hey, this is Dennis from Smoke Daddy Inc. and Pellet Pro Grill. We picked up our 40-pound pig, and we got it from the butcher shop. Once you get your pig, you want to take a good look at it. Let's take a look. This is a nice one. Yeah, you want to look in here. A lot of times they'll leave I think it's the liver, the kidneys in there. You want to take those off and look for anything else in here. You check it over for any hairs or anything that you might want to take off. This one in particular, this was really nice and clean, so it doesn't need much preparation before we season it. But you can get in there and cut off some of the unwanted things in there. So what I like to do is get in here and go and score in between the ribs a little bit, so to help get that marinade that we're going to fix up here. You probably want to put some nice holes in here, and we're going to stuff some of our seasoning down in when we rub it on there. Yeah, we'll get in here and we'll just rub this all down. So we'll take a look at it. Yeah, this one turned out, looks pretty clean and ready to go. So we'll come right back and I'll show you. We'll mix up the seasoning and tell you how I get the skin prepared for cooking. Okay, first thing we're going to do is the most important part of a pig roast. We're going to open a beer, have a sip, and move on. That's good. Okay, another thing I'm going to do here, I like to put some soy sauce over the whole pig, the skin. That'll help get the salt and everything that's needed in there. Plus it'll give it a nice color. So once we get this all rubbed down with the soy sauce, I'll flip it over and we'll mix up the marinade that we're going to put on this. So we'll be right back. Okay, we got this all rubbed down with the soy sauce. That's going to soak in real nice, give it a good taste. And the next thing I'd like to do is squeeze some limes in here, some good lime juice in here. Get it all rubbed down in there real well. I think this one I used about 5 nice juicy limes. Get that lime juice down in there, and we'll go from there. So with that, now I'm gonna keep doing that, but I want to show you, I'm gonna make the marinade for this, and gonna put some salt in this. Now I look at this and I would probably be right around 3/4 of a pound of salt, but we'll see. So all right, we got 10 ounces of salt. I think that should be enough. Then black pepper. I'll zero this out again for this pig, and we'll see, maybe an ounce and a half of pepper. And the other thing I'd like to put in there is some coriander. I ground up some coriander seed here. Let's see, we'll probably put, just looking at it, about 3/4 of an ounce. And some oregano. I like oregano, so we'll put some of that in there. Probably an ounce of that. Actually, I think maybe just a ½ ounce will be good enough. Now, the other is the garlic. I like a lot of garlic, so brand new one. So we got a nice fresh garlic here. like a lot of garlic, so we'll put in about 8 ounces of garlic. A lot of times, I mean, you got to do these for a while, and you kind of understand. The salt is pretty much the most important, and then you can, you know, pretty much add what you like in there. But this is a good blend, and some olive oil. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll mix this all up into a paste, and I'll just rub it all inside this pig. Get down in those little places that I poked holes, and it should be good there. So why don't I get to doing that here a little bit? So we're just taking, rub this all in there. Let me get down in all these little holes that you made, and then I'll show you the next step I'm going to do after I get this all rubbed down with this marinade. Okay. All right. Okay, I marinated this pig. I think I made a little bit too much marinade. This is what I have left over. I normally do around 60 to 80 pound pig, so that's what I was kind of used to. So this is what's left over from that. Now, being this is a small 40 pound pig, this is the way that I would mount it on the spit rod. I'm going to put the forks in here, and then we'll tie the legs onto that fork. And then put a fork on the inside going this way, and we'll end up sewing this up and putting some lemongrass and some onions in there, and then I'll tie it up so it'll be more like this, a nice little bundle. One of the other things that I like to do is we'll ball up some tin foil, and you can stuff it on the inside here to help it look real nice so it's not all caved in. So I'm going to do that. I'll get to the point where I'm sewing it up, and we'll come right back. Okay, I got the spit through here. I put the forks in this way so it goes into the front shoulders. I tied up the feet here around the front fork. As you can see, that's on there real nice. Now the next thing I'm going to do is stuff the cavity of this pig. With this recipe, I'm going to use some onions and lemongrass. But the best way I found to do that, we'll get her all smashed up like that. The lemongrass also, we'll smash it up just so it gets all the flavor. Once that seasoning and salt and everything starts rolling around in there, that's going to really season up the inside, the rest of that pig. Now, once I get that filled up, then I'm going to put these balls of tin foil in there, and I'll sew everything up and get her all tight, and she should be ready to roll tomorrow morning. So we'll be back in a few. Okay, we've got the lemongrass and green onions in there, and I took the tin foil, made little balls out of it. This will really help keep the shape of the pig. So now what I'm going to do is just sew this all up. I'll get these legs tied down here, and it'll be ready to go. Then I'll take and put this in a cooler overnight, let it marinate, and we'll get her started tomorrow, and we'll show you how that turns out. So see you in the morning. Good morning. It's pig roasting day today. We're going to be using our new horizontal cooker. It's very versatile. We'll be able to do a lot of different things on here. But yesterday I got everything seasoned up on the pig. I got it on the spit. This is a 40-pound pig. It's going to fit perfect in there. I'm going to put it on the grill here. We'll lower this shelf so I can get in there a little better. Just take it, stick it in here, put it on this end. We'll lock it into the spit motor, and away you go. Yeah, this should take about 5 hours. I'm going to get this thing, get it going at about 225 for a couple hours, and then I'm going to bump it up to 300 to finish it off. So it should take about 5 hours. As you can see, we do have a convection fan in here, which is going to distribute the heat and the smoke throughout the grill. So let me get this going. I like to start it with the lid open until you establish a flame. Once I hear that flame going, I'll set the temperature to my desired setting. So yeah, that's a 40-pound pig on our new horizontal grill. It does come with a 100-pound capacity of pellets, so you won't run out of pellets over a cook. I think I got about 60 pounds in there right now. So okay, I heard the fire start up, so we'll close this up and we'll be back. Looking good. We'll do it at 225 for another hour or so, and then we'll crank her up. Get that skin nice and crispy and delicious. Okay, it's been 2 hours. We've had it set at 225, and I just bumped it up to 300. Let's take a look at what we got going here. Oh yeah, it's looking good here. Yes sirree. Skin looks good. We'll start basting this here pretty soon. So yeah, I think this is going to turn out really well. Man, she's looking good. I wish we had smell-o-vision, but all right. So we just bumped it up to 300, and we'll come back in a little bit. Okay, this pig is done. As you can see, it looks like, the skin cracked a little bit, but it sure is nice and crisp here. You can hear it. So we're gonna take it off, set it over here on the table and let it rest for a little bit, and people are starting to show up, so we're ready to eat some pig. So
Right.
all right, Dan, let's see if you can get it off of there. There you go.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll let it sit here, and we'll get it off the spit, and we'll come back.